Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Rejoice, and welcome to my channel. If you are a returning viewer, returning subscriber, or whatever it is, welcome to you as well. I'm glad to have you guys here. So as you can see from the title, I just want to share something quickly, a little story time of what happened a couple of days ago and a couple of things that I took from that. So what had happened was it was one day during the week and we had to go to church, right? For like, what do I call it, a church meeting. We had to go to church for a church meeting. It was myself and two other people, and we were getting a lift from a friend, right? So the friend works here, right? Friend number one stays here, friend number two stays here, I stay here, church is here, right? So obviously the order of how things are going to happen is that our friend who's giving us a lift will leave work and we'll go fetch friend number one, we'll go fetch friend number two, and we'll come fetch me, and then we go to church, right? So this church gathering was starting at 7 o'clock, and then at around like 6:10, obviously now we're all trying to communicate, trying to see how far the friend is, whether he's fetched this friend first or what. I remember this night it was raining, it was cold, so I was there in my jacket, but that's not an important factor. But anyway, so he calls me not once but twice, and I wasn't able, like, the call failed because I think his phone switched off, so I didn't hear what he wanted to say. So in my head I'm like, so in that moment when he called me, I'm like, okay, he's probably outside. So I get a thought that he's probably outside and he's calling so that I can come outside and we go to church, right? So I message him just to find out, like, if that's why he was calling, just to confirm, so that I don't go outside for no reason. Because like I said, it was raining, it was cold. For me to go outside just to come back in and he's not outside, I was like, no, let me message him and let me find out if he's actually outside. So I message him. At that point I didn't know that his phone was off, but I saw that the message had 2 ticks. So I was like, okay, it seems like the message went through but he hasn't seen it, so I really don't know. I don't know. So I was like, okay, let me be smart. What I must do is I must call either friend 1 or friend 2 and see if they're with the friend who's giving us a lift, right? So if they're with him, then I know that he was calling to let me know that he's outside, and then I just go outside and we go to church. I hope that makes sense. So that's what I did. So I call friend 1, even him is not answering. I'm like, yo, hi, Ares. I call friend 2 and I ask her, I'm like, hi, the person who's giving us a lift called me and I didn't hear what you wanted to say, so I'm calling to check if he has picked you up first, because I mean obviously he must pick her up first before he comes by me. And she's like, oh, I can't remember if he called her as well, but yeah, in our conversation she was like, oh no, he hasn't picked me up yet and whatnot. So I'm like, oh okay, that means that he's probably still on his way somewhere or something like that, right? So now we don't know where he is. We don't know if he has picked up friend 1 yet and it's a matter of him just going to past friend 2 and then coming to me, or he's still stuck in traffic, or he's calling to let us know. There was just a bit of uncertainty, but at the end of the day we concluded that he's probably on his way, right? So with that being said, we wait. As we wait, the thought comes to me again just to go outside and check. I must just go outside and check whether he's there or not, because chances are he was probably calling to let me know that he's outside. But again, like I said, that doesn't make sense. How can he be by my place when I just called friend 2 and friend 2 said that she hasn't been picked up? So chances of him being at my place are 0. He can't be outside my place, right? And with friend 1, we don't know whether he's been picked up or he hasn't been picked up. We don't know. So now I'm just like, okay, it's a matter of time. Let's just see with time what happens. So time is moving now. It's almost 6:30, and I think the drive from here to church is like 20 minutes. So as time is going, we're getting late and stuff. So now we wait. I message the friend 2 who's supposed to be picked up second, and I ask her, and I'm like, any sign of a person? No, nothing. On my end, I'm like, I can't even say anything because I'm the last person who's supposed to be picked up. So, and I'm trying to call him, seems like his phone is off. And then friend 2, the person who was supposed to be picked up second, she was like, okay, let me go outside, let me just check. Mhlambe, he's outside and he's with friend 1, but both of them didn't have airtime or whatever. Let me just go check just to be safe. When she said that, I had a thought as well just to go check outside my place. I don't know why, but I was like, maybe I should check at my place what would he be doing here? I don't know, but I should probably go check. But again, I was like, okay, I'm being silly. There's no way he's by my place. So I think what's smart in the situation is for her to go check outside her place if he's there. So she goes and she's like, okay, there's no one outside. I don't know what must happen now. Now, after all this waiting, the time is now to 7, and the meeting starts at 7, like I mentioned. There was like an online option for the meeting. So in my head, I'm like, hey, you know what? At this point, I don't know what happened, but I'm assuming the friend came by all our places and we all didn't answer. Therefore, I don't know what happened, but we don't know where he is. In my head, I'm assuming he went to church or something like that. I don't know. So on my end, I conclude that, you know what? I tried to go to church, it didn't work, like physically. So I'll just attend the meeting via the online option, right? So I think at around 5 to 7 and even 7 o'clock the meeting started and we greeted everyone. As we are greeting, we see that the friend is not at church as well, which doesn't make sense, because in our heads we're like, okay, friend has to be at church. Like it just didn't make sense. But anyway, on my end, I'm like, okay, you know what? I told the friend too that, you know what, my dear, let's just attend this meeting from home, because what can we do? So that's what we did. So now I took off my jersey, took off my shoes. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'm going to attend this meeting from home, right? So as I do this, I get a thought again, like it just crosses my mind just to go check outside, just go outside, just to check, to make sure that I've done everything, just in case. I don't know what he would be doing at my place, but just to, because again, it doesn't make sense for him to be at my place, because he's supposed to go past her. And why would he pass her to come pick me up and then go? Like, it just didn't make sense. But I was like, okay, it's fine. Let me just go outside just to check, to say that I did everything. Ori, I looked for him high and low and what. So at around past 7, when the meeting had started, I was like, okay, let me just go outside just to make sure that my hands are clean, that I did everything, okay? When I go outside, I see our friend who was supposed to pick us up. He's been waiting here by my place the entire time. From the moment you called me, which was like at 10 past 6. Now it's 7. It's raining. It's cold. He didn't even have a jersey. I don't know why he didn't have a jersey. But anyway, did he have a jersey? That doesn't matter. Point is, he was waiting outside, not in his car. He was waiting outside his car because he was trying to find a way to charge his phone. He was trying to find a way to talk to the security to let him in and whatnot. But yes, he was waiting from Boma past 6 till 7 by my place, right? So in that moment, it clicked that the entire time when I was getting a thought to go outside, it wasn't a thought for myself, but it was a thought from the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit was trying to tell me that, hey, there's someone outside. His phone died. He can't communicate with you, but I'm trying to let you know that you must go outside. Like literally from the time he called, the Holy Spirit tried to communicate that to me through a thought to go outside, right? But I didn't go. So with that being said, with all of this happening, there are 2 things that I took away from this. Number 1 was the importance of identifying the voice of the Holy Spirit. Like I said, it wasn't just a random thought for me to go outside. Like the Holy Spirit was telling me the entire time that, hey, dear, go outside. And on my end, I wasn't listening. If anything, I thought it was just a thought from my own brain. I was just being silly. Meanwhile, it was the Holy Spirit trying to communicate to me. From that, what I learned is the importance for me to learn the voice of the Holy Spirit and just get better at identifying his voice. Because at around past 7, when that thought came to me for the last time, I was like, okay, it could be Holy Spirit. Maybe let me just go check. I don't know if it's Holy Spirit or it's my thoughts. I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I'm outside. I was very wishy-washy, and yeah, that basically encouraged me to sharpen my knowledge of the Holy Spirit. Like, I want to be in a place where when the Holy Spirit speaks once, the moment he says someone is outside, I must be able to know that, okay, that's the Holy Spirit, and move right then and there. Because what if this was a situation of life and death? Like, it was a situation that required me to hear him the first time and right there and there. If it was one of those situations, I would have failed dismally. Failed. Because he literally had to remind me 7 times, telling me, hey, go outside. But I didn't go. So yeah, that's just another thing, how just realizing how dangerous it can be not knowing the Lord's voice. Because if he's speaking to me in a situation where hey, I need to move right now. Hi. With regards to learning like the voice of the Holy Spirit, that's done through practice, and being intentional, like wanting to learn the voice of the Holy Spirit. When you're in a place where you want to learn the voice of the Holy Spirit, I believe you will learn and be able and be better at identifying when the Holy Spirit speaks to you. And also, just another thing is responding the moment that He speaks to you. When He speaks and you respond, that builds your confidence, and that way you are more familiar with His voice. Like literally after this happened, I think 2 days afterwards, a similar situation happened where the Holy Spirit was speaking to me through my thoughts again. Something happened and the Holy Spirit told me to do something, and at first I was like, probably just my silly thought, and then it came back for the second time. And after having this situation happen 2 days ago, like I said, this was a lesson where I was like, okay, next time the Holy Spirit speaks to me, I'm just going to move. So I think the second time around, you only have to speak to me 2 times or 3 times until I moved. I didn't understand, but I was like, hey, as long as it's the Holy Spirit telling me to do this, I'm just going to do it. The second thing that I learned or I took away from this entire situation was that I reasoned myself into being disobedient through facts, right? So basically what I did is I validated why I could be disobedient because of facts, if that makes sense. So if you remember in the story, like each time I got the thought to go outside and go check if my friend was outside, I'll tell myself that no, that doesn't make sense, because why would you be outside here and skip this friend and this friend? If we look at the facts, if we look at the way things are supposed to be done, that doesn't make sense. So therefore, I'm not going to go outside. And crazy enough, that's what we do in so many ways, where God will put something on your heart to do, or He will give you an instruction, but you will look at the facts and be like, no, God, but I'm not qualified. Or no, God, look at this, look at that, look at what, look at what. God knows all of that. God knows, He knows you're not qualified. He knows that the situation looks like that, but He's still calling you to do what He's calling you to do. The Bible speaks about how God's ways are not our ways, and how we shouldn't lean on our own understanding. Don't lean on your own understanding. Trust God. And when He tells you to move, just move. Don't ask too many questions. Don't walk by sight, walk by faith. So yeah, that's what happened in my life. And those are the 2 things that I learned. Like, yeah, that just was a wake-up call for me to learn the voice of the Holy Spirit better, and genuinely just trust whatever it is that the Lord is telling me to do, and not lean on my own understanding, thinking me, I know better because of what. No. Like, something I need to understand is that God is in control, God is sovereign, and His ways are way better than anything that I could ever think of. So yeah, that's what I learned from my little story that happened a couple of days ago. I hope that encourages you to just learn the voice of God better and be better acquainted with it. Yeah, so that's it for today's video. I hope you learned as well, same way I did from the situation. Yeah, please do like the video if you enjoyed it, it was helpful. Feel free to leave comments in the comment section. And yeah, that's it for today's video. I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.